then use the right stick to look left, and it should move then. Left. There you go. And that's how that works.
Look, I did it with no help.
The only no help at all. And you use that as like a bridge once you get up there.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got it, man.
Who's playing the game?
hey,
All right.
I did this so you could talk about your thing.
I'm sorry, baby. I'll be quiet.
I'm going to turn this into perimeter guard again.
Someone's talking to me. Hey, welcome back to Watson and James Don't Play. My name is James.
And I'm still the lifeless floating corpse of Watson.
Oh, she's having a bad day. What's going on over here, ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Ma'am, why are you dressed like the preacher from Dune Messiah?
Is that for Daddy? For best picture quality, change resolution to don't tell me what to do.
Oh, that's why that's popping up.
Oh, it's not popping up on the screen capture, so whatever.
That's good.
Yeah, hopefully it goes away on its own.
Yeah, you guys don't know what we're talking about.
Hell yeah. Use kinesis to move or throw objects.
All right, hold
Aim.
on. Let's just stop this whole thing. You did the intro. We said
Yeah.
our names, but wow, this is chaotic.
Oh yeah, dude, it's just
This is super chaotic.
I am a hot mess, I assure you.
All right, so it's Dead Space. You can see that. That's what's happening.
Yeah, they just came out with this actually.
This is brand new, world premiere. So excited to be bringing this to everybody. I can't believe they chose us. You know,
Right, yeah.
It's
No,
weird.
I know a guy.
you know a guy,
I know a guy that knows a guy.
and then you suck those guys as dicks.
His name's Tim, and it's huge.
Wow.
Anyway, thanks, Tim. Appreciate that. I picked that up. My inventory's full. Ah, jeez.
All right, wipe your lip and let's go on.
Oh. Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh, gross.
Oh, gross. Use that. Yeah, I'm going to use that. I haven't played this game in a while. So I got to kind of
Yeah,
like...
it's one that I have to get back into. It's very specific controls.
Right, so the controls kind of remind me of Resident Evil 4. That's this whole... the thing.
Is that what crosses up in your brain when you're jumping back into the controls?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm kind of going with that.
What were we playing? We were playing something where I had been playing Breath of the Wild, and the jump button was getting me real bad.
Really? What was the jump button? Was it like the Y button or whatever?
I think it's
It's X on...
this on Switch.
that's the...
it's this on most games.
okay, yeah.
It was one of those where it's just flip flopped.
All right, let's get rolling
I
here.
think it was whenever I played Elden Ring on here.
I gotcha.
On one of our Elden Ring episodes. If there's an episode of me playing Elden Ring where I jump too much, that's why.
A lot of jump happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we got to get rid of this. All right, so inventory management. I got to do that too.
Oh, God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
How did we let video games, one of the most exciting forms of entertainment, become inventory management?
Yeah, but people don't dislike that. It's
Yeah,
one-
but why?
I don't know. It was one of the things that I really enjoyed about the Resident Evil games is that you had your attaché, right?
Well, that's a different thing. I'm talking about, like, why do I have 3 full pages of outfits in Breath of the Wild? Why do I have, like, 2 houses full of stuff in Disney Dreamlight? Like, stuff like that, where the game is just organizing your inventory.
Right.
That's pretty much just the game. Now, people who do cool stuff, like you're talking about with the attaché case, that's cool.
I like the word attaché, by the way.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Awesome.
It's beautiful.
By the way, it's pronounced cache, not cachet.
It depends.
Fucking Neanderthal. No, it doesn't. It's pronounced cache.
No, if you find a cache of weapons, that means you found like a deposit of them.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But if you are a person who has some gravitas and some popularity, then you are a person with cachet.
Sir, your
So go fuck yourself.
Sir, your cachet is showing. This is awkward.
That's how like Waterworld got made, because Kevin Costner has cachet.
Just has it laying around.
He did after Dances with Wolves. That movie dominated the Oscars.
Dude, I'm saying.
So yeah, after that, when he wanted to do another giant like movie, they were like, "All right, man, you basically printed money for us last time." Tatanka.
I like how you say Dances with Wolves, and I immediately go, did Avatar win any Oscars? Probably like a special effects Oscar, right?
Maybe, I
Something
don't know.
like that. That was what they were going for, was the Dances with Wolves things. But
It's what it is.
it's exactly what it is.
It's what it is.
Did you see the new one? Have you seen the new Avatar?
I have not seen the new Avatar. I'll let it hit Disney Plus,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which is probably the most apathetic thing I could say.
I'll let
about
it hit the Disney Plus. I got no time for this shit.
I think I tweeted that out the other day, something to that effect. That like we've entered the I'll wait for it to hit Disney Plus era of Marvel movies.
I just wish that they would take a fucking cue from Netflix and release the entire series at once. I'm still going to talk about it. That's their thing they're worried about, right?
It's weird how divided streaming services are. There are some hardliner ones, and then there are some ones that go with what I guess we would call the quote-unquote Netflix model, because I think they're the ones that kind of made it famous.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm watching that new show Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne. Great show, by the way.
Okay.
It's Columbo, where Natasha Lyonne is awesome. She plays Peter Falk, basically. One of her personal heroes.
Sexy Peter Falk.
Sexy
And
Peter
you know, it's
Falk.
funny because he was already sexy.
But here's the thing.
Columbo is hot.
Here's the rub. I'm annoyed because it's week to week. It's like new episodes Thursdays or whatever. And I get it. It's on Peacock. They're trying to get people to watch Peacock in general.
Yeah, Peacock is a real channel. It was NBC before it was Peacock.
It's still a real channel.
Okay.
You know, NBC still exists. It still runs like basically channels that you can watch live TV-ish, you know, in addition to all the VOD stuff that they have too. So yeah,
Gotcha.
they're a weird hybrid model of a streaming service anyway, but they're week to week. HBO Max, week to week. We're going to have to talk about The Last of
Holy
Us.
Jesus.
You know we're playing a game like this. You know what's in the news. You know we're going to be talking The Last of Us at some point in this episode. They do week to week. But Netflix, let's see, what else? What other streaming services? Hulu? Hulu, do they do week to week usually with their
Oh,
originals?
yeah, I think so.
With their originals?
Typically, yeah.
I haven't watched many
I
of
don't
their
know.
original
So, yeah,
shows.
the only original that I really watch on Hulu was Solar Opposites. And I
No,
don't-
that dropped all at once.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, that dropped all at once. And then
They-
they would put out like a Christmas special.
Then I guess it kind of depends on the show.
But that's what I'm saying is why is it so weird? Do you think it's just a mixture of like old and new conventions of thought within
yeah.
the industry?
There's just different people that work
There's
for these
just
places.
still old people who go, no, it's got to come out week to week because this is a TV show that we're making.
This is a TV show, and TV shows come out every week. And I go, yeah, some do. Some kids shows when I was a kid, there was a new episode every day.
That's what it feels
You know
like.
why?
right?
Because there were 500 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, so they had to get them all out one at a time every single day.
Oh, it doesn't even have to be for kids. How many episodes of Jeopardy are there?
Right.
They put on a different goddamn Today show every day.
Every single day.
It's the same show, but you get the idea. It's a different thing.
Hoda's like, I have like 3,000 outfits, and I cannot repeat them because people are expecting the best on the Today Show.
What's bonkers to me...
By the way, she's a fucking delight.
a delight. What's bonkers to me about those shows where we did used to... Waiting a week used to just be the norm. You know, you'd watch Seinfeld on Thursday nights, Simpsons on the Sunday night, whatever. We would wait a week for sitcoms with the worst filler episodes and stuff in hindsight.
Where nothing happens.
But that's just the way it was. The idea that they would put out a whole season of television at once, I don't think 10-year-old me could have handled a whole, like, season 7 of The Simpsons dropping would have killed me.
All
You know
at
what I
once,
mean?
yeah.
It would have been too much.
There's somebody down here.
No, I like kind of where we're at in the middle right now. I like where there's a few less episodes per season, but they're higher quality, and you give them to me all at once. That's what I like. How about you?
I think that guy was following me all the way from upstairs.
Oh, he
Just
was following you
on
for
his
a
belly,
hot minute, yeah.
Crawling on his belly like, I'm going to get you.
Absolutely. Great situational awareness. Proud of you.
Oh, my Lord. All right, they're everywhere.
Can we talk about the suit design in this game?
What was your question for me? I'm sorry. I got distracted
No,
by
you're good. You're actually
horrible
doing the thing.
the necromorph creatures that are straight up trying to kill me.
It's cool, man. You're in your John Carpenter bag right now.
Oh, I'm saying.
Deep in it.
I think you asked me like,
I asked you what you like. Do you like
I don't like anything. You know that.
You know I hate things.
You know I hate things just in general.
almost as much as I hate feelings.
I have an uncomfortable relationship with things. We've
you-
discussed this.
All right, well, when they're slopping out your gruel, do you prefer to have to go back up and get it, or do you want like one big bowl?
I want a big bowl because
All right.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
So you like the whole season at once?
I think it's fucking disrespectful to assume that I'm not gonna eat the whole bowl.
Do you?
I was taught to clean my plate when I was a kid.
Clean Plate Club is toxic as fuck mentality.
That's why I'm such a
But,
fat
you
piece
know.
of shit now.
And
They're
I-
like, clean your plate, fatty. And I'm like, okay.
And my parents allowed me to be a super picky eater, so I'm fucking super skinny.
It was a bit of both. So I don't think.
Hold on, we're way off topic.
Oh, yeah, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Well-
Go on with your food disorder.
It's my food disorder, and her name is Sandy,
I'm sorry. Tell me more about Sandy. Is Sandy in the room with us?
unfortunately.
Always.
Always.
It's about 2 inches past my belt line.
Oof.
Sorry. I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah,
I don't know jokes.
you know what happened just now? You asked me a question. We came back around to it, and I answered it in kind of a weird way.
We always do
Which
that.
is
That is so us. That's classic us.
classic us. We ask questions and then we answer them. It's not like that much of a mess.
Asked and answered.
They are watching. Yeah, of course they are. It's a bathroom. Why else have a bathroom if you can't have cameras in it?
Oh, didn't realize this was Chuck Berry's bathroom.
Chuck Berry, St. Louis native.
Sometimes I like to do stuff like that just to see if people Google what the hell that was.
He liked watching girls in the
don't
bathroom.
elaborate on this.
Oh, sorry.
That's the part where people go, I wonder why they said Chuck Berry. And then they Google it later and go,
So if you can hear what I said over top of what Watson said,
I tried my best to drown it out.
I know. All right, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I forgot about the clicker. You can hit the little button and say, it's this way, stupid.
Which, underutilized in games. I hate opening a map and having to open it up,
It doesn't bother me.
look at the map, and then like the screen change back to whatever my perspective is usually fucks me up and goes, okay, now which way am I actually pointing as a character?
You know, this game was supposed to be a remaster, right? It looks very similar to the original. Maybe they were just trying to like preserve the... By the way, we are playing... This is the remake of Dead Space that we're playing right now.
It feels a little smoother,
A little bit.
just texturally. Does that make sense?
A little bit. So whenever I play... We're playing on PC, by the way. We're playing the Dead Space remake, the brand new game that is totally brand new, and this is what it looks like.
Yep.
I played it on PS3 when it first came out, and whenever you opened the save menu, it was not... So this is what happens, right?
Yeah.
The save menu they built for the game pops up and you interact with it.
Right.
The thing that they built. Whenever you played on the PS3 a long time ago, that would pop up and then it would flip to like the PS3 hard drive screen.
Oh, it would be like an overlay on top of it.
And it was just kind of messy.
That is clunky.
It's like, all right, so yeah, you didn't make this for PS3. You just slapped it on PS3. Oh, sorry, bud. That looks like it stung. He's like, I assure you, it hurt like hell. This horrible little baby thing. It's a baby, right? That's what that is.
It's got a baby's face. I don't know if you would quantify that thing as a baby.
Bad baby. Naughty baby.
Yeah.
Get back in the vents where baby lives.
I know you can't shake babies, but I would shake that baby
That baby's gonna shake me momentarily.
like a fucking paint can.
Oh yeah, no, there are all the babies.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's more babies.
Yeah, good.
That one was like a toddler. He was all moving around and shit.
Okay, yeah, you're terrible.
Uh-oh, somebody's cranky.
And I stomped him. And I stomped a baby.
And that's when I stomped him to death.
All right. It went really well, I think. You can play this whole game with the plasma cutter. You don't need any game.
I know.
And it just makes me so happy that you do not need any other weapon in the game except this one. You can have other ones if you want to have a good time. But
Yeah.
why? Why have a good time when you can have an efficient time?
Generally, the only time I'm not using that gun is if I'm just straight up out of ammo for it.
Okay?
Because I've used it so much.
The way that I hold a controller has changed so drastically over the years. For the longest time, I never we got to flip, we got to go vertical on this one because baby's on the wall.
Get down from there, baby. Come on. Yeah, what's
Get
up with
down.
your jacked up grip style?
I don't know. It's just a thing that I do right now. So the way I've tried to describe it, I might even take a picture of it.
Do
I
it
don't
in
know.
this audio medium.
All right, yeah. I'll try to describe the way that I'm holding the controller right now. With my left hand, I have my index finger on the bumper, and I have my middle finger on the trigger. Okay?
If you've seen the episode of Friends where Chandler gets addicted to Miss Pac-Man and his hand becomes a claw, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
But both of your hands.
No, it's just the one hand, though, because my right hand, my index finger interchanges between the bumper and the trigger. But my left hand, I can't move my fingers like that anymore. And I think it's a symptom of arthritis. I'm very old. I'm
That's
on
true.
my deathbed.
You are decades old.
Decades old. So the way that I hold a controller has changed, not because I wanted it to, but because life decided that I needed to hold the controller differently. I don't even realize I'm doing it anymore. This is just the most comfortable thing for me now.
Interesting.
It's fucking weird, man. I still have the inversion thing on, though.
Which you're just wrong for. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Why is invert? I almost understand it for some like flight simulator games and shit like that.
That's all it is.
But this, a first-person shooter, what good does it do you? Well, this is a third person, I guess, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still use the right stick to look around, though.
You still use the right stick to look around and all that, but what good is it to have up be down and down be up?
I don't know. It's just what makes me feel good.
You just logged more hours that way, you think, and it's just natural
Maybe,
for you
yeah.
now? Because I think that's kind of what we came to last time we talked about it, was this, that you had more experience with it, so it felt normal at this point.
Right. For whatever reason, that's just the thing that feels normal to me. Do I have any health? All right, cool. Use that. Yeah. The item drops in this game. It's like the game. I don't know if it was just good programming or if it is good programming because this is the remake, right? This is the new one that just came out.
Well, it is that, but you're absolutely correct. Just
They just kind of, the game knows like, oh, he's going to need some health then.
the stuff you need and the timing of it is immaculate in this game. The balance of, like you said, the game kind of knowing what you need and giving it to you, but also making you conserve your ammo, making you conserve your health packs and stuff. I've never found a better balance in a game, I don't think.
Isaac says, I know what you need, and I'm going to give it to you. And I go, yes, please.
You know those games where you're always out of ammo?
Yes.
And they think that makes it a survival game? It's like, no, it's just frustrating at a certain point.
Have either of us played The Last of Us?
No.
No?
I'm an Xbox guy, and you're a PC guy who hasn't played it.
Right. It's on PC now. I
That's
should
what I'm
play
saying.
it.
Like you could have played it by now, but
I could have. I don't know. Games are expensive, man.
games are expensive, and frankly, just wait for the movie or TV show or whatever.
Buddy, I've been there. Buddy, me and you.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Am I right?
I get it. Are you okay? No.
Hey, champ. I noticed
He's
you took
not.
a long lunch today. Are you doing all right?
Oh, no, it's me.
It is if you aren't careful.
We're headed that's where we're headed.
Also, we're headed towards that.
That's next on the list.
Get
I
that
guess we'll go.
stasis.
Do I have a lot of ammo still? I have a shit ton of ammo.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
All right.
You're doing fine.
Anytime I run across ammo and I'm not able to pick it up, it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. What? No, don't just flash across the screen and say, where am I? Who knows? That's the fun. It is the fun. No, I don't have time to read.
All right, hold on. Look at that sign again.
Bitch.
Over to the left.
Oh, bench.
Over to the left. Written, scrawled on the wall.
Evacuate this area immediately. Looks like
So somebody scrawled that in what it looks like blood on poster board.
the safety team cracked that one out real quick.
Who, first of all, uses multisyllabic words in like an emergency for a sign?
I want to be. People want to be able to read it. Like I said, that was the safety team that did that, and they wanted to make sure.
Also, if you're evacuating, why put it on a sign?
Is it safe? No, of course not.
Because you're evacuating for now.
So look at this. Is it safe? You go right outside. I don't think it's safe.
I don't think it's safe.
It's just take a fucking hint. All right, what do we got in here?
Still pretty scarred from Portal.
Right? You have destroyed your companion cube. I know. All right.
I'm gonna do it again too.
Just it's happening momentarily. But no, I brought up The Last of Us because it's kind of a big deal right now.
It is, yeah. Well, and we're just playing that kind of game.
Yeah, this is in
You know?
that vein. But I've never played The Last of Us, and
Right.
watching the show, I want to play it. Now, we do work with two people that are fans of the game.
And have been, yeah, for
And
a
they
hot
have,
minute.
yeah, they have some pretty strong opinions. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not trying to make anyone look bad or whatever. But they have some pretty strong opinions about The Last of Us show.
Well, and that's what makes it good for us to talk to them about because, yeah, they have something else to compare it to that we don't have. You know,
I do, yeah. But it
You
makes
son of
me,
a
yeah,
bitch.
that's how
I do know what you're talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. Let me talk about my thing. How the fuck do I get? Do I
All right, just do this and talk about The Last of Me. Last
use
of
the
Us?
kinesis symbol? Do you remember how to play the game?
Nope.
All right. Anyway, Last of Us show came out. We watched episode 3 over the weekend. That's how far they in at the time of this recording. And I really liked it. It was a really good episode. After I finished episode 3 of The Last of Us, I went to the interwebs to find out what people thought about it.
Right.
Because a friend of mine texted me in the middle of the episode and says, all right, I'm done with the show. I am over this show. And I didn't really know what to make of that because I hadn't finished the episode yet.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And you're wondering, like, I've watched the first 2 episodes. Like, what could possibly have happened that's so different? And, you know.
Yeah. So
make
I-
someone have that kind of.
So I watched that visceral reaction of I'm no longer watching the show. Uh-oh. There you
Alright.
go.
I tried to hit A to like select it, and it just took me back out.
Right.
Anyway,
So yeah, watched episode 3. After I was done, I was like, wow, that was really good. That was a nice little piece of television. Regardless of what you might think about the contents of that episode or how it relates to the game, I was like, I really enjoyed that. That was pretty good. You want to hold left trigger and then hit the B button. And that's how you do your... There you go. And then you kind of move it over then. Then use the right stick to look left, and it should move then. Left. There you go. And that's how that works.
look, I did it with no help.
The only... no help at all. And you use that as like a bridge once you get up there.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got it, man.
Who's playing the game?
hey,
All right,
I did this so you could talk about your thing.
I'm sorry, baby. I'll be quiet.
I'm gonna turn this into perimeter guard again.
That's okay too. I really liked that. That was fun.
Gary, Never
Gary. Oh no, it's a necromorph. Oh, it's a bad one. It's a naughty. He's got all those big scary teeths. He's got. You got rid of all his big scary teeths. It's your natural reaction to shoot for the head, and they're like, "That's not.
we don't give a shit.
We don't care about headshots in this game. That's our shtick." Anyway, I really liked it. It was a good episode of TV, and then I looked into like how it related to the game, and it was a huge departure from the game.
No, it wasn't.
But then I looked into what happened in the game a little bit, and I'm like, oh no, it's not a departure at all. They just fleshed it out.
Oh, I bet I'm supposed to put this.
They
in here,
they
huh?
took what does happen in the game.
And
they
fleshed
took
it out, yeah.
They took the story from the game and said, we're going to make a whole episode out of this.
because it's TV and we don't have to shove it into a video game. It's so good.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to watch a video game. That's not what adaptations are. That's a retelling. That's saying, hey, remember that thing that happened in the video game? Well, we got real people now. And we're going to make the thing that you did in the video game, we're going to make people do it, and no one's going to watch you because that's a stupid idea.
Oh, this is what you were talking about the bridge, huh?
Yes. So they make adaptations. They flesh out stories within the game. And that's how that works. So to say that it was woke garbage, I'm sorry, man. Your true colors are showing here. Maybe this isn't the show for you. Maybe life isn't for you. Maybe it's not going to work out.
Do you just advocate suicide?
No, nothing like that.
Maybe life isn't for you. Have you thought about a gun?
Maybe what I'm saying is that maybe interacting with other people isn't for you. Maybe just keep your bullshit to yourself, because that's what it is.
Well, it's just at
stupid
a certain
bullshit.
point you got to realize it's you, man. It's not, it's not everybody else ruining your shit. It's you're holding yourself back from enjoying things fully and understanding things fully because you're choosing to stay ignorant.
Touch that. Touch it.
I want to touch
Touch
it
it
so bad.
Touch it. Touch it. It doesn't look safe. Ah, okay. You can't touch it, turns out. Ooh, did you touch? Okay, I think you touched it.
I think it moved.
He touched the butt. So yeah, no, I'm not advocating for anything, of course. I'm saying keep your dumb
I'm just
ideas
being
to
a
yourself.
dick. Yeah, but also get with the times.
Yeah.
Just I'm sorry. There's never been a point in history where it's been smarter to get backwards in time. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not fucking sorry. Don't be an asshole. You're being an asshole with dumb opinions like that.
You know, like when they talk about like returning to traditional values, they do that to invalidate things like interracial marriage and stuff like that. Like it's just never been a good argument
No.
for anything. It's when you don't have a good argument, you say, but tradition, but the old way of doing things. Oh yeah, I got a book.
It appears that your spacesuit is not like airtight. You got some time, right?
We got a little time, but not.
got-
We have a time limit.
You got a little time, but they're like, you still got to move around. You still have a job to do. You're still a mechanic. That's what you are in this game.
Oh, I guess
you're not
that's true.
You're not a soldier or anything.
We call it perimeter guard, but that's not what you're actually supposed to be doing.
No, you were there to fix a ship. You were there to go find. You were there to go diagnose an issue and fix the issue. And shit got hairy. And I always liked that about this game. What a cool idea is that, yeah, there are guns. You can get a machine gun. But your thing that you start the game with is not a machine gun. This is just it's a plasma cutter.
Literally a tool.
This is just a tool that is going to work really well.
You're doing a space laser nail gun.
Yeah,
you know? It's
something like that. You mentioned John Carpenter earlier. Why did we bring him up? I forget why we brought John Carpenter up.
Because we're playing Dead Space, dog. He loves Dead Space.
Does he?
He fucking adores it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's one of his favorite video games.
That makes sense.
Can I grab that from over here? No, I gotta do this 0G.
So he
Alright.
he directed. Refresh my memory a little bit on John Carpenter and the stuff that John Carpenter does space wise. Has he directed any? Has he done any space movies, like space horror movies? I really don't know. I worry that I'm asking a dumb question.
The Thing is an alien. That would be the obvious thing.
Sure, yeah. I'm talking about like in space like this. He didn't do Event Horizon, did he?
Dark Star. He did not do Event Horizon.
Okay.
Dark Star is basically a student film, though. What's the one where Jeff Bridges is an alien, but he's like nice?
Starman?
Yeah,
Oh, he did that?
I think.
All
Maybe
right.
not. Maybe I'm
Maybe.
confusing things because I'm also trying to do this 0G jump, which it's not letting me do. It says left trigger and Y.
Oh, that's weird. Do it. Point at something better.
Oh, okay.
Point down.
Can I blow one of these up?
Yo, yeah.
All right.
Try to get there. You go. You just gotta go to the right spot.
Okay.
There's only like so many spots. There's kind of like
I'm-
channels of travel in this game, and it says no, this doesn't count. We didn't program this you to walk on this part. You can walk on this bit, but not this bit. How would I know that? I don't know. Fuck around with it and figure it out. Okay. Thanks. But yeah, I would love to watch a Dead Space John Carpenter thing. That would be his dream, right?
He'd
You think
make
he'd
it.
come out of retirement for that? Is he retired?
If they offered him some money, it would be the project that would probably be like, one of the most likely to get his attention. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Johnny, we got this big old bag of weed and this big old pile of money, and something tells me that you're on board. And he goes, "What?" He's already directing. He's like, "I brought my own chair, actually."
Just send Kurt Russell over with a box of weed cookies and be like, "Hey, bro, we're back at it." And he'd be like, "Hell yeah."
Me and you, buddy. Your name is Isaac Clark.
Can I not just
Isaac
walk
Russell.
in there?
Isaac Kurt Isaac Clark.
Kurt
That's who
Russell?
you play in this game. Kurt Russell's like, "I'll be playing myself." Okay, so it's Kurt Russell goes to space and kills space aliens. What's not to love about that? That'd be fucking awesome. They disagree on a great many things, don't they? John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. I thought that was kind of their shtick.
It
Was that
is-
like personal beliefs and politics and things like that? They don't really see eye to eye. Would that be accurate? An accurate statement?
I think it would be. But that's, it's speculation. But,
Sure, yeah.
But yeah,
They always seem like they have such great chemistry, though.
I think they bond over their age, cigarettes, movies, old westerns, stuff like that. But they probably don't talk a whole lot about, political issues.
Based on the
I don't see
things-
why they would.
Sure, yeah. I don't know why that would come up.
Why would it fucking matter to them? They're just friends,
It got a little political this episode. That doesn't happen very often.
Did it?
A little bit when we were talking about the Last of Us episode.
Oh, I guess that's true.
A little bit. It got a little political. So you can probably guess where kind of like I fall in line based on the thing that I just railed about. But I have a few friends that I know would not agree with me politically. And it came out recently. And it was a whole thing. And they were shocked. Because I know what their politics are.
They didn't quite know what yours were
They
necessarily.
didn't. No, not they know who I am as a person. They know.
But yeah,
kinda-
you've just never said the words.
Yeah,
whatever.
they know my
Why can't I get to
behaviors.
this thing, dude?
And I guess in their mind, I don't know.
Okay.
You're the perimeter guard.
But yeah, in their mind,
You're on security detail.
I
All
want
right.
to get to this door. This is the door I just unlocked the stuff.
hold the
to,
trigger.
but-
Hold the left trigger down. Point at that. Hit Y. Up.
So
there you
bounce
go.
off of it like that. Thank you.
Yes.
See, that's what I was looking
Okay.
for.
I was wondering what you were struggling with.
Yeah, just aligning myself with the door to access it. Yes.
So yeah, the way that I carry myself, the way that I behave, the way that I work, I have a decent work ethic, I guess. And I guess they were shocked to find out that someone like that could also have the political ideas that I might have. Mm-hmm. They didn't really know what to do with that because I kind of
It all seemed incompatible to them.
right. They were like, that doesn't line up with the idea of those kinds of people in my mind.
You don't even have blue hair.
Right. And I go, oh, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Maybe you should reevaluate the way you see the world done.
It's not sports teams. Guys, it's not sports teams with jerseys and face paint where you look like this, you must believe this. It's not. I know you want it to be, and I know we treat it a lot like that, but I swear to you that's not what it is.
That's not what it is. We haven't talked about it since. It was a weird thing. he said, huh, I didn't realize that.
I knew there was
Yeah.
another one.
I was like, yeah, of course. I'm surprised you didn't notice it because I've said things to you that
You should have been tipped off.
right, you should have been tipped off, but I said things to this person that in a way that I knew that they would agree with. You know what I mean?
Look, tact and diplomacy are important in maintaining those types of friendships.
And it's not a big deal to me. You know, I wasn't like,
You're not compromising your belief. You're not lying to the person. You're not doing anything. You're just going out of your way to make sure that your ideas are understood the way you intend them.
right, I present scenarios for people, right? And I ask them, what would you do in this scenario? And most of the time, if I word it just right, and this is kind of fucked up and manipulative of me, but I don't know what to tell you. If I word a scenario just right and I ask for their opinion on what they would do with the scenario, they usually answer it in a way that they say they wouldn't do.
You
know what I mean?
You can allow space for someone to arrive at a conclusion
Yes.
that they may not have thought they would.
And then after they say the thing, I go, cool, so that's just like what this other thing is that you say you don't agree with.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotcha.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
And then I feel kind of shitty about it.
Well, sure.
But I don't know, man. You gotta keep things spicy.
But
sometimes you gotta gotcha.
But and honestly, it usually only works with like people who are having an honest conversation with you already. We're not talking about like just
Right. These
tricking
are
strangers online
no.
and stuff. This is about just trying to talk to people with empathy and compassion and stuff like that.
Yeah, these are people that I know, that I've known for a long time, that I respect, and they respect me. And so I present them with options. And I go, what would you do? And they tell me what they would do, and I go, cool. That's the opposite of what you just said. I just thought you should know that. And they go, yeah, I guess it is. And then we move on. And that's how the real world works. No one's really at each other's throats like you might see on TV. That doesn't really happen.
You don't learn some big epiphany about everything in your life, and it's not always a very special episode. A lot of times it is just, hey, what about this? And then that's a seed that maybe grows later.
Right. And then we start talking about video games again or something, you know.
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking know.
Oh man, Dead Space gets off the rails sometimes.
I don't know.
Did it get off the rails last time?
I don't know what is up with us in Dead Space.
I don't know. This game.
I think it's because the game is so much just, hey, walk through these corridors, you know?
Right. It's not entirely clear where you're supposed to go.
No, it's not that so much as weird. There's just not a whole lot for us to engage with when we're just wandering around corridors with the game. So we tend to go off the rails.
Right now it seems okay. Like you got a few monsters pop up, but by and large it seems like you have this area secure.
This perimeter is secure, boss.
Like this part of the ship, this gigantic mining ship, is going to be okay. So what's your opinion so far on the Dead Space remake? Do you like it? Do you think this is pretty good? Do you think this is a fair kind of reconstruction of the original game?
I'd like some more time with it.
Okay.
I like it so far, but, you know, I'd like to explore more than just this room.
I think so. I think what I can do next time we play the Dead Space remake, because this is the one that came out this week, last week, not 15 years ago. This is the brand new one. I should probably up the resolution a little bit, maybe. Maybe kick things up a notch, because I think that's available now.
I would do that, yeah.
Cool.
I would do that. I want to jump down in here. It'll probably kill me.
You're going to have to jump down in there. I don't tell you. We're running out of time. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Make a call, man.
I'm not doing shit. They're going to find out next week what I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tune in.
I really like what happened last time. So I'm going to do it again.
I'm going to do that again.
See you next time, baby.